We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Ready to rock and roll. Here's Jonathan Garibay. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Prescott looks to throw on first. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Prescott on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon.
Touchdown! CD Lamb, 28 yards. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make the score 14-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and revert.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They'll try again with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22.
Commanders take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground.
He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
21-0 our score after one.
Cowboys 21, Commanders 0.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. To throw is Wentz. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. The Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Garabay's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the gun, here's Smith. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Now Prescott.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Jonathan Allen with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run again with Hunt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Throwing on third down, Smith.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Go check, go check.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays.
Yeah.
They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Back 60.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's 4th down.
19.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Come on. Check, Bobcat. Hurt. Right there, hurt. 70 range.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Kendall Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Oh, it's second down, right back to Hunt.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Geno. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. John Hightower now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
87. No.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his target, Samuel.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle. And, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, to threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for Dallas,
they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Washington,
they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign.
And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.